All right, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Kasha Kwala coming back at you with another lesson, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Machakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Today's lesson is going to be about analyzing. You got to analyze situations. You got to look at situations. And this is a thing that I used to have a problem with early. I'm still a young man in this, but when I first got in, really started teaching, I didn't analyze things thoroughly, or maybe I overanalyzed things and made an incorrect judgment on certain things. When something pops up, you got to analyze the situation, even if it may seem it comes off extremely negative to start off with. Still analyze it. Still look into it. So this is the word analyze, as you see I got up right now in the etymology, and this is on etymonline.com. It says the 1600 of material things, but I'm more speaking as a sense of a discernment towards people, okay, and towards situations, okay. It says to dissect, take to pieces, all right, to dissect and take to pieces. It says analyst, and it says examine critically to get the essence of. That's right. So if you see something, you don't automatically off the bat just it's off, or he's righteous. You gotta sit back and assess, okay, and get the full essence, the totality of things, okay. You get all the pieces of the puzzle. You don't say you complete a puzzle if there's pieces missing. You haven't analyzed your puzzle fully. All right. You have to examine critically. Okay. Critically. The word, I think the word consider is to, what does it mean? Observe attentively. Okay. It's the same thing with analyzing. When you consider a situation, you observe it attentively. Attentively meaning like you're paying attention to it. All right. When you analyze something, you pay attention to it. It says examine critically. All right. You analyze yourself. That's why the scriptures say examine yourself, whether you be in the faith. Okay. Salakia. So it says examine critically to get the essence of, to get the full story, you could say. If you watch a video, say like a non-GMS video or whatever, and you assess it, or and you in the first 3 seconds to a minute in, you're already judging like, you didn't analyze it. You didn't let it go on. Okay? You didn't let that person or whatever speak and whatever, see what he had to say. Okay? It's the same thing if you go on the highways and byways. Somebody comes up, right? You see what they have to say. How are you just going to let them, how are you going to do this? If they come up and you automatically say, you nigga, you don't know that until he opens his mouth and you see the point he's trying to come across. He could look like the average day thug or gangster or whatever, but be the most sincere dude trying to learn that you ever met in your life. You can't, there's a saying you can't judge a book by its cover. That's all. I can agree with that. Okay. Because if someone comes up, you just can't, you don't know who they are. You don't know until they open their mouths. Matter of fact, let me get a precept real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 12. It says, the words of a wise man's mouth are gracious, but the lips of a fool will swallow him up himself. That's right. So there could be a person who comes up to the camp, right? And he may look the part of a nigga, but when he opens his mouth, it's sincerity. You can work with that. But if you're already, when he's walking up, if you already perceive and have an opinion, which we know as in the scriptures, opinions are vain about the person, you're already going into this possible conversation or debate in a negative mindset. And me personally, I don't push negativity. I push to abhor negativity. All right? You almost have to, on the highways and byways, you have to have a clear conscience. You have to have in a debate, you have to start off with a clean slate, especially if it's somebody you've never seen. Now, it's different if a Jesus is the word, or, Post Malone, or, somebody comes up to the camp. We've already analyzed and know what they're about. It's a more of a what now, man? Because we done totally destroyed Christianity. It's getting to a point where it's an annoyance. Okay? But if it's a random Joe Schmo, you don't know him from a can of paint, okay? Then you come in with a clear conscience, and both of y'all on a clean slate. And then when he speaks, you see what he puts on the plate. Then you start your judgment and your correction, or maybe your edification. Okay? It says, but the lips of a fool will swallow himself up. There you go. When he opens his mouth, you'll know his intentions. Okay? You'll know his intentions. All right? So it says, verse 13, the beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness, and the end of his talk is mischievous madness. That's a fool. Okay? You let them make themselves a fool. In a debate, what do you use a lot? You use their words against them. So let them open their mouth. Then you can fully analyze the situation on how you should react and what judgment or what edification you should be pushing. Verse 14, a fool also is full of words if you're just yapping out the mouth. A man cannot tell what shall be and what shall be after him. Who can tell him? All right. So back to the word analyze, examine critically to get the essence of. You can't just out of the blue just, that's a nigga. You don't know that. You got to let things transpire. And yes, I'm not saying, let me say this. The Lord works in the dispensation of time. He lets the prophecies transpire. Okay? But also, they happen quickly. These prophecies have been ramping quickly. Now, us, in a conversation, I'm not saying, oh, hold on. After that sentence you said, let me think about this. You should be analyzing. It's a real quick turnover. But analyze the situation, okay? And sometimes in videos, it may be a 30-minute video or something. Watch about 10 to 15 minutes of it before you make a legitimate judgment or a legitimate answer about something, okay? It says, meaning in chemistry, it says to examine closely, okay? All right? So examine critically and get the essence of things. Dissect it and take it and make it into pieces. Okay? Let me get another precept. Super quick. And this is, I'm going to be honest, this is a problem I used to have. I used to be quick to jump the gun, quick to blurt it. No, bro. Matter of fact, I'm going to get two scriptures. I'm going to start at this one. All right, just used to be. That's a young mentality, a young state of mind frame. All right, if you've been in this thing 5+ years, you shouldn't be thinking and talking like that, and being quick to pull the trigger. All right, it says let me say this example. There's a movie, because I said quick to pull the trigger. There's a movie. I know it's like an American war movie, but it's like the sniper movie. I forgot what it's called. But it's about a guy named Chris Kyle. He was a sniper and he had like over 100 something odd confirmed kills. Okay? And when you watch that movie, I think the guy who played in The Hangover, one of the main characters in The Hangover, plays the main character in this movie. American Sniper is what it's called. All right? Every time he would go to make a kill with a snipe, he just didn't, I see, and pop. No, he put the objective in his crosshairs. He took a deep breath. He analyzed the situation. There was one where I think like a lady or a little kid was about to pick up an AK. And he's like, bro, don't do it. Don't do it. He let it transpire. Then made the conscious decision to pull the trigger. It's the same thing in the spirit. Okay? It's like, let's see, pull the trigger, get the scriptures. All right? It's a quick turnover. Okay? This is Ecclesiasticus 18 or Sirach 18, chapter 18, verse 19. It says, learn before thou speak. You got to learn something before you speak something. You have to learn this truth. You have to analyze the scriptures and learn it before you can go out into the highways and byways and speak it. Okay? Or if you are learning the scriptures and you go out in the highways and byways, you speak about what you know because you've learned it. If you don't know the breakdown of Revelation 17, why would you speak it? Because you don't know anything about it. All right? It says, use physic or ever thou be sick. All right? I'm going to get another precept, and I'm probably going to close it out with these precepts. Ecclesiasticus 11, verse 7, it says, blame not before thou hast examined the truth. All right? Understand first, then rebuke. Okay? Because it might be a manifold situation that the Lord puts in front of your face to see if you're actually going to analyze it and make a conscious decision and effort to make the right judgment or give the right advice or whatever. Okay? You don't just blatantly nah. No, it don't work like that. You got to examine what's put in front of you. Okay? You don't just watch 3 seconds of a clip, 1 minute of a clip of a video, and then automatically analyze it, assess it. Okay? It says, verse 8, answer not before thou hast heard the cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their speech. Exactly. So answer not before thou hast heard the cause. You can't answer a question if you haven't heard the question. You can't. It's literally impossible. Well, I wouldn't say impossible because you can be 2 steps ahead of somebody. But if it's a question like, usually when people come up, they're like, oh, so what is this all about? We understand that's probably going to be their first question. But let them ask the question and then you answer it. It says, verse 9, strive not in the matter that concerneth thee not. Well, how do you strive not in that matter that concerns you not? You see the situation at hand and you analyze it, okay? You dissect it and you examine it critically, whether it has to do anything with you or not. It says, and sit not in the judgment with sinners. You have to analyze that, okay? You just don't be quick to jump the gun, okay? Don't be so quick to pull the trigger. It's different. You be quick to pull the trigger to get demons and stuff off you, or you put Satan in your crosshairs and pull the trigger. But when it comes to certain things that could be edifying to somebody who may not get it, don't be so quick to be, oh, you're a nigga. You're never going to get it. Okay? Because at the end of the day, we are out here to show compassion and preach repentance to the people. How can we do that if we're so quick to call them niggas and spics and y'all ain't never going to get it, blah, 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 y'all ain't shit? Guess what? We used to be in the same shoes. But mercy and compassion was shown and given unto us, and people analyzed us and perceived that we might get it. Therefore, we come on the other side and start doing the work. Simple. We have to do the same thing. There's no quick, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, if there's something negative, why focus on it? Why focus on it? I said a scenario not too long ago, and I said, if there's 8 people who come up to the camp, okay? If there's 8 people who come up to the camp and one of them opens his mouth like we read in Ecclesiastes 10 and just starts yapping out of the mouth, you try to explain what the truth is. He just does not get it. He doesn't want to get it. He starts scoffing it. Why would you focus your attention on him knowing that he's not going to understand? Veer your attention on the other 7 who may understand and may get it. I'm not going to focus my attention on the negativity. I'm going to go and turn and be positive and try to edify the ones who were really sincere, trying to understand it. I'm just going to bypass that, veer the conversation back over here. Simple. It's like you spoke your piece. I know what you about. I told you the facts. I told you about this. You still can't receive it. I'm done. I don't have to worry about that no more. Okay? You show me your hand. Okay? And I can lightweight see the lot that you hold, that the Lord gave you. So be it. I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm not worried about 2/3. I don't care about the 2/3. Proverbs 16:4 has them all wrapped up. They have their position. I'm not going to go out my way to try and teach a 2/3. He's not going to get it. Yahweh Shai said don't do that. In Matthew the 7th chapter, if I'm not mistaken, giving your pearls and your secrets and all that stuff and all the knowledge to paraphrasing, to dogs and swine. They'll just trample over it and regurgitate it. Why waste my time? Simple. I'm going to go to the ones who want to hear it. Let me get a scripture real quick. Let's go to the book of Acts, the 13th chapter. Go to like verse 40 something. Yeah. Acts 13:46. Then Paul and Barnabas waxed bold and said, it was necessary that the word of the Most High should first have been spoken to you, who the Israelites, the one who knew they were Israel. All right. But seeing you put it from you, you regurgitate it and trample on it when I preach to you everlasting life. Okay. And judge yourselves unworthy of everlasting life. Lo, we turn to the Gentiles, the ones who don't know, the ones who are humbly accepted. Okay. The ones who have questions about it, sincere questions. I'll turn to them instead of you 2/3 Israelites, or a lot of you who know you're Israel and don't want to get it. I'll turn and put my positivity into someone who's positive about receiving it. That's what I'll do. All right. That's analyzing a situation, So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I just wanted to get into this because you don't just automatically just judge somebody just super quickly. We do judge, but we have to dissect spirits. We have to discern spirits. We have to discern situations that arise and come about. We don't just sit there and no, that's not wise. All right? Because if you do that with them, you probably do that in your life and make rash decisions. You analyze yourself, man. What's so more, a situation or somebody else? Okay, so again, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. This is Brother Kasha Qualif from GMS Atlanta Church. Until next time, like always, Shalom.